This is actually a video I've been wanting to do for a while, because it touches on a topic that is something of a fascination of mine, being both a history nerd and a horror fanatic. This is Old Rasputin Ale from the North Coast Brewing Company of California, named after, of course, Grigory Rasputin. And if you don't know who that is, crack a damn history book, shame on you. But seriously, if all goes according to plan, this video should drop on the 105th anniversary of the assassination of Rasputin. Yeah, that's right, he was cacked off. Just a quick crash course, Rasputin was the holy man, and I use that term so loosely, who was a sort of advisor to the last emperor of Russia, Nicholas Romanov, during the dying days of his regime in the First World War. Rasputin supposedly was able to heal the hemophilia that the Tsar's son suffered from. Personally, I think that's bullshit, and he was probably just an unbelievably lucky silver-tongued con man, like most faith healers on TV today. I'm looking at you, Austin, you piece of shit! Anyway, Rasputin was in fact a legendary drunkard, and apparently he caused so much trouble that eventually some members of the royal court decided, yeah, we gotta get rid of this guy, and they tried to poison him with poisoned wine and pastries. Didn't work. They tried shooting him. Didn't work. Then they tried bludgeoning him. Didn't work. So finally they took whatever twisted wreck was left and tossed it in a river, and he drowned. Personally, I'm going to venture there's also a lot of bullshit in that story, because let's face it, the guys who killed him aren't exactly the most unprejudiced of sources. But it is appropriate that there's a beer named after him, because Rasputin was a legendary drunkard. And in fact, apparently the incident that made up the minds of the assassins to do away with him was that on one occasion, at a popular restaurant, he got so fallen on his face drunk that he, as they say on Seinfeld, he took it out. And by the way, no, Rasputin's penis is not sitting in a jar in some college. That story's bullshit too. Anyhow, there is a legend for this particular beverage here, so let's see. Contrary to what the name suggests, Rasputin Imperial Stout was originally brewed in the 18th century England. That's actually a hopeful sign. If there's one thing the English know, it's how to make good beer. The name evolved as the Russian Imperial Court developed an early appreciation for this big, intense brew and provided an eager export market. There you go. It's been speculated that no one had a greater appreciation for this rich, roasty elixir than Rasputin, the mystic wag and favorite of the ladies of the court, Rah-Rah Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen, who was the ultimate downfall of Tsar Nicholas II. Rasputin is probably best remembered for his dramatic exit, just touched upon. Having been deemed politically expendable, he was fed poisoned wine and tea and cakes by his rivals. Surviving that, he was shot several times, whereupon he attacked his assailants. He finally succumbed when bound and stuffed through a hole in the ice to drown in the river Neva. Legends that attribute his tenacity to his appetite for Russian Imperial Stout are unproven. Okay, I'm going to give them that one. That was actually pretty clever. But there's not much to the bottle, I'm going to say. You know, that image that you see right there, sorry for the lens glare, that's basically the most famous portrait of Rasputin, and it's also the source of a lot of bullshit conspiracy theories, because supposedly he was in the act of crossing himself. I'm not going to do that, sorry. But apparently he was doing it with the wrong hand, which is supposed to be some sort of indication of some evil conspiracy. Don't ask me. So let's get a look at this pour. How does this come out? Well, the color is nice and rich and dark, as a stout ought to be. Not a lot of foam, that's also a good sign. I've had them blow up on me before, like you've all seen. What's the sniff like? Actually, not too that dissimilar from like a Guinness, which, not the biggest fan, but hey, it's not bad. So here's hoping. Is there an ingredients list here? Let's see here. Nope, nothing much. Oh well, so I guess it's just up to the taste test. So here is to you. Hope I don't das vidanya out of here under poison. Actually, that is very pleasant. I like it. The flavor is not intensely bitter like a lot of stouts that I've had. It's very mild and smooth. I'm kind of getting a hint of coffee, actually. and not too intense, even though they boast about how intense it is. Makes me think maybe they were kind of making that up about Rasputin liking it, but this is not bad. Definitely, there's a lot of oat, like a lot of barley. Not getting any real kind of wood barrel flavor, but this might not be aged for very long. Let me try that again. Yeah, I like it. I could see this actually being a great accompaniment to like a pork dish, because the flavor is not so rancidly powerful that it would just overcome the flavor and the fatness of the pork. This would be a good accompaniment, and probably something to dance the klinka to, if I'm pronouncing that correct. Sue me that I am not of any kind of Russian descent, so I don't speak their language. And just for the record, no, Rasputin didn't have a talking bat sidekick, like in the cartoon. Sorry, folks. But I'm honestly going to give this a solid 4 out of 4 stars. I like this. It's very tasty and actually very refreshing because it's kind of hot in here with this stupid hat on. So this is Old Rasputin Imperial Stout. I love it. So thank you all for joining me, watching, subscribing. I do apologize I have not been that active this December, but I've been insanely busy. Hopefully the new year will bring good things for all of us. So for this channel, for the House That Screams podcast, for Mr. Meathook, shout out to you, for everyone, let us all have a happy, safe, healthy new year. Eat, drink, and be scary, folks, and I will see you next time.